Yeah. Hello. Good evening. Good morning, wherever you might be. It is very late here, but I still want to stream for a bit at least, because I just got a sudden itch to play Kerbal Space Program again. I think I touched it last 2 years ago, and yeah, now I want to give it another try. I installed a lot of mods. Will make it prettier, add new parts, slightly change the mechanics and so on. And yeah, I hope it's gonna be pretty cool. But as I said, it's pretty late here, so I'm not gonna stream too long for today. But this just marks the start of this journey, or of this little project, I guess. So then let's get started with a new save game. And now we have to the most difficult choice in the entire game, namely what is the flag that we want. I always like pretty simple, minimalistic things. I mean, and Stratco is pretty strong contestant, I think. Or integrated. I think I take integrated. I think it looks pretty good. We're gonna do career mode with normal difficulty, I would say. That should be fine. I've never played career mode, so I'm going in blind with a lot of mods, and I didn't play in a few years, so basically you can count me as a noob. Anyway, let's get started. Then here we have our first message. Welcome to Space Center. Nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around. Hold the right mouse button to move the camera, or use the arrow keys. Also WASD. Right click over the Space Center facilities. Right click to view more about them. And left click when you're ready to head inside. If you need more information, check out the training section on the main menu. Alright. Got the tracking station. Got research and development. Alright. So where should we go? Mission control. Aha, he says. Welcome to mission control. Okay, I wonder if I can like move this. This is... Okay, technical setup is done. Let's get into the game. Mission control. One of the founding principles. Give us a quick crew report before launching. Alright, we can do that. Launch our first vehicle. Alright. Escape the atmosphere. I mean, there's no harm in taking... I can only take maximum 2 contracts. Well, alright, let's get started with a very simple engine. Okay. Welcome to the vehicle assembly building. Hello, I'm Werner von Kerman, Chief Rocketry Engineer. This is the vehicle assembly building where we build spacecraft and later roll them out to the launch pad for flight. Pretty impressive, isn't it? On your left you'll find components to construct your own spacecraft. Select a starting part, then attach others to it to build a ship. You can then have a look around with right mouse button or the arrow keys. That's it really, it's not as if it were rocket science. Oh. Okay, anyhow, if you need a more in-depth explanation on how to build, have a look at the training section. Alright. Limit the thrust, give it a lot less fuel, so we don't really go crazy. And I guess with that we can go to the launch pad. Should be pretty trivial first mission, right? I hope, at least. Okay, this bar is moving. Alright, anyway. SAS turned on. Science. Let's do science. Keep experiment. Crew report. EVA. Did the EVA crash the game? Ah yeah, and that went. Alright. I'm just gonna restart it. That was a good first launch. Pretty stable game. Yeah, let's continue with flight in quotes. Alright. Observe the goo. Crew report. EVA, will it crash again? This time is fine. EVA report. Alright. Back onto the board and recover the vessel. And that should fulfill the first contract. We got some science, right? Did we fulfill the mission? Alright. So we can escape the atmosphere, go back, and now we want to launch. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna launch this for now, and then hopefully have a controlled descent downwards. Again, is it crashing? Seems like it. That is very curious. I play tested it before the stream. It was very stable in very demanding situations, and now is struggling with just running at like bare minimum. Alright. Let's start it again. Alright, back to the launch pad. Fly. And hopefully now we can actually fly it. I really don't know what the problem could be. I really need to look into the log files later. SAS on. Alright. We have liftoff. And it seems like it's still going, this the booster. It's probably a visual glitch anyway. Alright, the flame is gone, but still the noise is going on. Jesus, it's pretty loud. Can we move it down? Let's warp down. And very nice, recover the vessel. Alright. We can look at the research, see what we can get for 30 science, more or less. Basic rocketry would be nice. Coupling, also very important. I can afford both of these. Very nice. 20 I cannot afford. Like stability. Considering we want to leave the atmosphere. Stability. Survival. Oh, there's some more science to be had. Alright. Okay, this is a tracking facility. Here we can look at missions and stuff. Yeah, I didn't wanna go here actually. I see, but okay. This seems very advanced. We got R&D, mission control. Oh, a lot of missions now opened up. Near Dubert's Curiosity. I don't know where that is. We want you to test the RT5. Flee. Yeah, I mean that's... We can just run, I guess. That spacecraft again. Load. This is the RT5. And then we also have the RT10 for the other contract. Alright, thermometers. Yeah, why not? Let's take 2 thermometers and 2 barometers. just to get some more science out of this. And let's launch it and see what happens. Maybe it crashes again. Okay, it seems like it crashed again. Very cool, very cool. So basically every time I launch something, it crashes. Okay, so before I do anything else, I think I'm just gonna change some settings in OBS to use a lower quality encoding. Okay, so very quick break while I change some settings.